Hi everyone, welcome to the Redfox Security YouTube channel. Myself Joseph, a security consultant at Redfox Security. Whether you are just starting out in cybersecurity, looking to advance your skills, or simply curious about the field, you have come to the right place. At Redfox Security, we emphasize on hands-on learning with a balance of 70% practicals and 30% theory, ensuring you gain real-world expertise. Our experienced team has tackled hundreds of real-world engagements, offering pen testing services across various domains of cybersecurity. We also provide comprehensive courses and training at academy.redfoxsec.com. Stay connected with us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn for more valuable insights. In today's video, we are going to be walking through solving another challenging Portugal lab that deals with a server-side template injection vulnerability in a tornado-based web application. Talking about SSTI vulnerability, it allows attackers to inject malicious template code which the server side renders, potentially executing arbitrary commands and compromising the system. In this specific lab, we are going to explore how to exploit SSTI vulnerability in the way that the application handles user input, which controls how a commenter's name is displayed on a blog post. We will be using burpsuite's proxy and repeater tools to intercept requests, manipulate parameters, and then inject malicious code to perform an unauthorized action. So I will guide you guys through the steps from identifying the vulnerability to crafting a custom payload that executes the system commands, essentially demonstrating how powerful server-side templating injection vulnerability could be. So guys, we will just start with our practicals. Okay, so this is the lab that we are going to be solved. We have solved already the first lab. You can check it in the playlist itself of the SSTI. So we will just start accessing the lab. Before we move on to the exploitation of lab and exploring the lab, first what we will do is we'll just read through the description of the lab itself. So over here it is written that this lab is vulnerable to SSTI vulnerability due to the way it unsafely uses Tornado template. To solve the lab, review the Tornado documentation to discover how to execute arbitrary code, then delete morale.txt file from the Carlos home directory. So you can log into your own account. So what they have given us is they have given us a username, password, that is set of credentials, and they have said this particular application uses a Tornado template for performing template for rendering the dynamic data in this particular web application. So what we will be doing is we will be looking at the potential injection vector where this particular thing could be, and what we have to do is we have to execute arbitrary code and delete the morale.txt file on the server. So yeah, with this I think our application has been loaded. We will just log into our main account, Vina tab. So with this we have logged into the Vina user. So we will just look for the history tab. Okay, so what we will just do is I will just delete all my current history, and just reload this page and look for potential attack vectors. So in this particular they have not mentioned the exact place at which this particular vulnerability occurs. Okay, so what we will do is we will just navigate and click around to find that out. We will just view this particular functionality. So over here, so I think we have covered most of the functionality. We have visited the post, we have submitted the comment as well. So over in this particular field, I think it's in the comment wala part. I think we have to just reload our page. Once we do that, okay. Okay, so in this particular functionality, so what happens over here is when we do a comment, I think it renders it according to the thing that we have set. Okay, so what I will do is I'll just navigate to the home page, create a duplicate page, navigate this to my account. So as you can see, there is a preferred name that we can set. Okay, so this is a part of dynamic data that we can load into our web application. So when it set it to first name basis, so and we refresh the page, and when we look at our comments, so as you can see, only the first name part of the name has been rendered. When we do changes to nickname and click on submit, and when we refresh the page, as you can see, it changes to the nickname of that particular user. So the current user is hot dog. So over here, as you can see, that this particular input vector, or this particular vector input is like loads dynamic data into the web application. So this is the possible injection vector that we can target. So when we just look through our proxy tab, what we'll do is we'll just send this particular request again, the nickname one. Okay, so as you can see in this particular, I will just send this to repeater, and yeah, so over here, as you can see, this is a parameter blog post author display. So it changes according to the thing that we have to display, right? So for example, if you do want to change it to user.firstname, it will change to first name basis. So when we do that for nickname or name, it will change to nickname. I think we will just look through it in the history. So as you can see, it will switch for user.nickname. So what it does is it dynamically changes according to what the web application needs. So as this particular input vector, I think is this particular vector might be vulnerable to SSTI injection. So what we will do is we will just put a single quote and look for if there is any error that the web application provides when it tries to load the comment. So when it tries to load this particular thing, so as you can see, there is a error that it displays also, that it is regarding the templating engine tornado or the dependency file that is being called. So over here we do have an understanding of how do we produce the error and how do we identify and look for this particular SSTI vulnerability or input vector. So as you can see, so what we will do is we will try to manipulate it. First, what we will do is we will try and escape this. So when we are talking about SSTI or templating engine, you can look through their documentation and read throughout, so you get a better understanding. So this is how we typically escape the templating engine. We will do a double curly bracket, and we will just send it again. We will do a 7 into 7 and just render this particular thing again. So as you can see, once we do that, we get our name as Peter 49, and the 49 is the part in which they multiplied 7 into 7. So if you do want to check, if you do want to confirm this, first what we will do is first we will send it on the first name basis. So once it renders, it will just give you the Peter wala part, and if you do this again, as you can see, it changes to 49. So what we can do is you can perform any of the numbers. It's not necessary that you perform 7 into 7. So yeah, as you can see, it is trying to multiply, right? So what we can do is we can inject Python based code in this particular application as well, as it is Python based, as you already saw it in the error page itself. So what we will be doing right now is, so whenever you get this, you can just navigate to hack tricks, SSTI, and as you already know, this is for tornado. We will just look for the payloads that we typically use to get a command execution. Control F. So as you can see, these are the commands that we typically execute. So this is for the command who am I. So what we'll do is we'll just replace this. We'll just URL encode this as well. Control U. Okay. I think I just copied the wrong part of the code. We only require the code execution part, right? So we are just trying to print who am I command. So we'll just send this particular request. Sorry. And just refresh this again. So as you can see, it displays that the user is Carlos. So what we'll do again is we will change this particular command and look for another command or like hostname or ls to confirm our vulnerability code execution, that is. So once we do that, we do get morale.txt file that we have to delete to complete this particular lab. So what we will do is we'll just use the Linux command, that is rm morale.txt. So with this we can delete this. Just try and URL encode this or use a plus to encode this and just refresh the page. Once you do that, I think the lab will have been solved because we deleted the morale.txt file and we have established a code execution with that as well. So yeah, that's it for the lab, this particular lab. So guys, that was it for the SSTI video. Before we depart, I would like to shed some light on the Redfox Academy. So at Redfox Academy, we don't just teach, we prepare you for the real world scenarios with hands-on learning experience and insights from the experienced professionals. So if you are ready to take the next step, explore our courses at academy.redfoxsec.com and unlock your potential. If you have any web security enthusiast around you, don't forget to share this video with them and let me know down in the comments if there is any particular topic you want us to target with our videos. If you really like our videos, our content, please do subscribe to our channel.